Welcome to another episode of The Silly Kitchen. Today we are getting saucy.
That's the best.
I'm welcoming Kris into the kitchen. He is the man, the face, the everything behind Phlippens. Welcome.
So exciting. Thanks for having me.
I'm actually really excited because not only are we making one recipe, but we're actually making 3 recipes today, and one includes a drink. Hello.
Yes, that is good.
So let's start just by introducing Phlippens to the world. I mean, you've already been introducing it. Obviously, I know about it. A lot of people in our community know about it, but now we want to give it to everybody. So what is Phlippens?
So I think in a nutshell, Phlippens is just basically this everything condiment. So when I first was launching the sauce, it basically was like a barbecue sauce. We took out a bunch of ingredients, started putting some local stuff in here, and then it basically just became this thick, weird consistency of a sauce that basically is like not a chili sauce, not a salsa, it's a dip, it's a spread, it's just a little bit of everything, I think. So
that's actually what I love about it, is that when I first had it in my kitchen, I got it gifted.
Okay.
And guys, the best gifts are the ones you can eat or drink. So thank you. So I got it gifted and I'm like, what is this? I opened it and it kind of looked like a paste.
yeah.
So I started cooking with it. I started using it. Easy things to do. Obviously, smother it on meat.
Yes.
Delicious. Like pulled pork, your chicken, all of that stuff. But then I was like, oh my God, we can do so much with this. I put it on my eggs for breakfast. Changed my life.
Awesome.
I was like, oh my God, eggs and Phlippens. That is new.
I just remember when like eating eggs and salsa became a thing on eggs.
Yeah.
So now it's just basically taking that kind of same technique and using something, just adding that smoke and spice, a bit of sweet and everything that comes
It's a really good sauce you got going.
Awesome.
And I love how it's versatile. So today we're gonna make 3 different recipes, and we're gonna start with a Caesar, a Flippin Caesar. So I know how to make it because I like Caesars and I like to drink. So we have 2 sauces. So we have a smoked hot sauce and a regular, I guess. It's still...
Yeah, so that was the original
it's still
sauce.
Smoked,
yeah, exactly. They're both basically the same except for added ghost peppers to the original to give it that kick. Like I love things spicy, so I always wanted it a little bit hotter.
I'm actually with you on that because I like things spicy. So I don't measure in my kitchen. I hope you don't mind.
No.
But I'm just gonna go ooh, ooh, ooh.
Perfect.
A couple big drops of Phlippens into some clamato juice. And I'm just gonna whisk it around, and that's just gonna change the flavor of the clams.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, this recipe's really hard. Look, I'm done.
Slaving away.
I know, right? And you know what I did? I put ice into our glasses before rimming it.
Yeah, fail.
So
All of the ice?
That's can you
Give me that.
ice?
Yeah, I got it.
So you know what? Let's just fake this and do it. We're gonna call it rustic. Look it's beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. That's perfect.
This is called the Silly Kitchen, Kris.
Yeah, okay.
So like if things get screwed up,
Yeah.
I roll with it.
That's how I roll.
Now, I'm gonna put vodka in this because a Caesar needs vodka, but I've also had gin and like tequila Caesars too, and they've been pretty good.
Yeah, gin Flippin Caesar I think is my favorite.
So I should have got gin, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
But listen, I'm Polish, so I drink Polish potato vodka.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm gonna make mine a double.
You would.
Yeah. You know, life is good. Why not enjoy it?
Yeah, I'm there with you.
All right, so we've got our vodka. We've got our rustic rim. I'm gonna add some Tabasco as well because you said you like it hot.
Yeah, of course.
I like it hot.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have your sauce in there, this Tabasco, and it's gonna be extra spicy.
Nice.
So here we go. Flippin' Caesars to start the day.
Can't get much better than that.
And it is the morning, actually. We're filming in the morning, so this is perfect. Oh, and look, I have extra for later.
Yes.
Now, I like things to look pretty, so I'm gonna put a little vegetable up in our Caesars. And I made little skewers because I feel like Caesars are an appetizer. They're not just a drink, they are food. So
that's what I love also about the sauce, because it just leaves that bit of chunk, so you're getting like pieces of onion and pieces of garlic in your sips.
This is awesome. All right, here we go. Cheers.
Amazing. Cheers. Good way to start the day. Happy
Right?
Sunday.
Happy Sunday. All right. I made this in a tall glass, so I'm gonna use a straw.
I'm not. So good. Well, I'm a bit of a loser here.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's good? You like it? Fastest Flippin Caesar ever. You nailed it.
Just put that in the record books.
Yeah, make it
Well,
look like a big
I can make
drink
another
over
one, look.
here. You are nailing this.
All right, well, you know what? Before I have too many of these, I'm gonna set it aside because then I won't be able to make the rest of the stuff that we have to make. And really, I mean, I think more than one recipe I promised at the beginning, so let's stick to that.
All right.
So I'll just set that aside. You can sip on yours as slowly as you'd like.
Thanks for that.
You're very
Feels
welcome.
Super cool. That's good. Big man on campus.
Oh, that was a delicious Caesar though. It was flipping good. I'm gonna throw that in there as much as I can because I love the name. The name is awesome. How did you come up with the name?
So the name, basically, my last name is Flippin, and I think just around all the food stuff and Flippin, and you know, super easy. And then basically when it comes down to the sauce, it was funny because you can just fill Flippin in for every curse word in the planet, so it's fun.
I think we need one of those little video pop-ups that says Flippin every time someone swears.
Yeah, a bubble over the curse. Exactly.
All right, so our second recipe featuring Phlippens, we're gonna make Flippin nachos.
Love it.
It just rolls off the tongue. I can't help it. I'm putting you to work.
Okay.
So I need some cheese grated because I like cheese to be freshly grated.
Yeah.
I find when you buy the already grated stuff, it just doesn't melt
It's plain,
as well. I don't know what it is or what happens, but so I got you a couple of things of cheese, whatever you want to call it, and we're gonna do nachos. The world is people's oyster when they make nachos. You can add whatever you want on it. Obviously cheese, because you guys know how I feel about cheese. But I actually made nachos with Phlippens a couple weeks ago, and I remember sending you a picture going, look!
Yeah, it's so exciting to see all these things coming.
It is, and that's why I thought this would be a great opportunity to show people how like all the different things you can do with this. So with nachos, you can start grating the cheese. With nachos, we can put anything on it, but what I did before you got here is I actually ground up. I didn't grind the beef. I bought ground beef.
Grind your own beef and everything.
Words. I bought some ground beef and I browned it, and I added 2 like heaping spoonfuls of, again, I use the hot stuff because I like the extra spice.
Yeah.
So I thought that would be cool to put on nachos, but then also we can just dab the sauce onto the nachos with the cheese, with all the
100%,
ingredients, right?
And again, it comes down to the sauce and the thickness and being full of the onions and the garlic. Again, you're getting that through your nachos as well.
It's just extra layers of flavor.
Yeah.
It just takes it up to another level.
Yeah, getting a bit of that smokiness too in the nachos is awesome, I think.
So the other things that I'm gonna add, if you guys wanna try this at home, so do some ground beef. I'm gonna do some corn, black beans, red onions, obviously a bunch of cheese. We got cheddar and mozzarella going on top of this today.
I grate this as fast as I drink my Caesar.
I don't know, I should put a straw in that one and see who's gonna go
it's terrible.
faster. Okay, how's my cheese coming?
Good.
All right, I feel like that's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, we'll need some for later too. That's why I made you do a big amount.
Okay.
Because remember, we're doing 3 recipes. This is 2.
Making me work.
Well, a little bit. I mean, I'll take over now.
Okay.
So when I make nachos, I start with cheese and end with cheese. So your first layer on your nachos is cheese. And you don't have to put too much. This is just kind of like the groundwork for everything to stick together to it.
Because you want every chip to have something on it.
Every chip has to have cheese on it, and then everything else too. So then I'll do a little bit of ground beef as well. That's gonna happen next. Oh, mama.
smells good.
It does, doesn't it? I just made it. I'm so excited. How much ground beef should I put? Is that looking good?
Yeah, because you're gonna do another layer, right?
Well,
or do you just do one layer?
I'm gonna do one layer because I feel like we're gonna have to eat this and our third recipe too. So I'm just trying to like.
The struggle's real.
The struggle is real.
Okay,
I feel pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna add more Phlippens.
Perfect.
Because there's already Phlippens in the ground beef, like I said, but you can't really go wrong with putting a little extra, I think.
I'm okay with that.
Does this, am I being really dainty with it? I feel like I'm doing all right.
I think it's a good amount.
Okay. Because that way, some of the bites will have a bunch of sauce on it.
That's right.
And some of them you'll be like, oh, where's the sauce? I need to find a chip with sauce.
We're okay with that.
Okay. Hold on. A little bit on the end here and a little bit here.
Love it.
Okay, so I feel like that's enough. I mean, it's never enough, is it? But we're gonna go with that for now.
Yeah.
So the one thing I wanted to ask you as I keep building the nachos here, tell me about kind of the local aspect of this sauce, because that's one thing that I really love about it here in Waterloo region. I love supporting local, and your handcrafted Phlippens says that you use a lot of local ingredients.
Yeah, so when I started to play around, it was, going to the farmer's market, grabbing, tomatoes, onions, peppers, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And when I was playing around in the garage and trying to, dial in the recipe and play around, and so basically using those and then looking for, when things took off, then it was looking for a bottler and who is doing that locally. And so I just, really trying to keep everything as local as possible.
So it's actually made here in Waterloo region with local ingredients?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, buddy, that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Also, nachos make me happy. I'm gonna add a couple of jalapenos in here too, because I cut some up. So I might as well use them. And look, my thing is, I really like pretty food.
Yeah.
I like it to be colorful, and I felt like it was missing a little green. We got some good beige with the cheese. We got some red with the onions.
You're really freshening it up. Fresh to death.
You also said you like spicy, so
yes.
Boom. So now that I've put like a million layers of things in, this is where I get the extra cheese coming on.
Awesome.
Boom. Oh, see, now I'm doing all the work. All I made you do is grate the cheese.
Well, I feel hot and bothered by that. So.
You worked up a sweat grating cheese in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to save some for the third recipe. Well, we can always make you grate more.
Oh, this is true.
Remember, cheese is my favorite food group.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel really good about this. I'm gonna stick this in the oven and then we get to eat it. Okay, so I put the nachos in the oven, layered it all up with amazing Phlippens ground beef, and then obviously all the cheese I could find with a couple vegetables. So I put in the oven 350, 375, leave it in there for, I don't know, 12, 15 minutes. Just go look. If the cheese is melted, you're good to go.
Like it.
So I'm hoping that we can build the next recipe by the time our appetizer is ready to eat, and then we can just swap out.
Yeah, quick and easy.
Okay, so I actually really love this idea because using your product as a pizza sauce changes the pizza completely.
Sure.
And the other thing I wanted to show people is that you don't need to make a pizza dough. You don't need to work really hard on homemade pizza dough, because I love the trickery of using a pita or even a naan bread or a flat bread that you can get, and then they only take a couple minutes in the oven to crisp up.
Yeah.
And it's a little healthier, I guess.
For sure. Lots of people that share their recipes with Phlippens do flatbreads, focaccia, naan bread, and I love making my own dough and doing that whole process, but lots of people obviously don't have time to do that.
Well, it's a time thing. If you have all day to just hang out and cook and do some fun stuff, I love making my own doughs and pastas and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes you want to make nachos, drink Caesars, and watch football. So, make it easy.
Yeah, I like where your head's at.
All right, well, it's a little lower than yours, so I keep feeling like I'm looking up at you. Okay, so we already have this one open. So on one of my pitas, I'm gonna spread the hot one, the hot Phlippens. So instead of pizza sauce, we're splashing this all over here.
Yeah, like the sauce is tomato, onion, and garlic based.
So it has tomato in it. So we're not,
you're already there.
We're not veering.
No.
Oh. I should be.
Tight flipping jar.
I should be making you do that. And then on this, because we're making 2 pizzas, because one isn't enough, I'm gonna use the other sauce. Am I doing a good job lathering? Would you recommend less or more?
No, I like that.
Oh yeah.
Because it'll cook down a little bit too.
It smells so good. I should have another Caesar while we wait.
Should.
Okay. And I like a lot of different things on my pizzas. We already used some ground beef with Phlippens already in it. So we could even make like a hamburger pizza going on. I got some other veggies. I got prosciutto, salami, onions. I do like vegetables, so I put a little more greens in here. Got the jalapenos, some spinach. We can do whatever we want.
Sure.
But we always start with cheese.
Of course.
I know. I have cheese problems. It's okay.
Yeah, well, we all have something.
Listen, it's not a problem if you're awesome at it.
This is true.
Okay,
point.
so we start with cheese, we end with cheese. What do we want to put on it? You make one, I make one.
All right, sounds good.
All right. I'm gonna salami it.
All right, I'm gonna onion it.
Good breath.
Best breath ever.
Listen, I feel like onions are worth it.
Yeah, gotta be. They make gum for a reason.
And mints and toothpaste.
And Phlippens.
And Phlippens.
Yeah.
And you're gonna burger it up.
I have to.
Okay, well I'm gonna go all healthy and put spinach on it.
All right. Well, that's where we part ways. I'll get my veggies in the sauce.
There you go. Tomatoes and onions.
Tomatoes, onion, garlic, daily dose.
I feel like there's a lot of nutritional value in that.
Yeah, there is.
See, I'm gonna double up the meat though. I'm gonna have prosciutto and salami.
Killing it.
I know. I was vegetarian for 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm making up for it now.
Yeah, me too.
Right. Final. I'm gonna take a lot of cheese. Final part is you start with cheese, you end with cheese. That's how we roll.
Cool. Well,
I keep looking at how much cheese is left. I'm like, my pizza needs the most cheese.
I saved you a square.
Okay. That's just for me to eat.
Yeah, I figured that's like your little Snickers. Angry, you just eat a block of cheese. There we go.
Is that a problem? I don't think it's a problem.
No, it's a good problem to have.
Oh yeah, you scrape the bowl.
Yeah, I know you like that.
Alright, so I feel like the oven is ready for me to take the nachos out, and then I'm gonna replace that with the pizzas. It's like swapsies. Look, I made flippin' nachos.
Holy F.
Holy flip.
Holy flip.
Okay, it's hot. Be careful.
They look so good.
But I'm not sure if you've watched this show before. My favorite part of cooking is eating.
Okay.
So I really think that we both need to take a bite.
Let's do it.
Okay. Oh man,
I want the cheesiest one.
Well, I'm looking and I feel like I did pretty good. Everything.
Looks so good.
Oh, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. This is difficult. I picked the wrong one.
Yeah, bad shape.
Okay. Oh!
Fail.
No, watch. I got tools.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So I'm gonna do salsa and sour cream with mine too.
Okay.
Get in there. You do what you gotta do. Do you want the knife in case?
Do.
Oh.
Good pull.
Like a pro.
Good pull. I've done this before. Okay, what I like to do is some people
Oh yeah, get on.
do a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And then I do a bit.
Oh, it's like a little extra
you can
sour
mix
cream and
Phlippens and sour cream together as like a dip is unreal.
Cheers to that.
Unreal.
All right, me doing all the work again.
Yeah,
I'm getting it out of the
I
oven.
appreciate it.
So again, like literally by the time we ate a few nachos and took them out, I put this in 12 minutes or so, and like your pita is nice and crunchy. Actually, I should keep this on because I'm gonna cut this pizza for us. Because again, I only cook so that I can eat. Watch your fingers. That was scary.
I'm already down a couple, so.
Oh boy. Okay, you know what? Better idea.
I was waiting for that.
Well, I mean, you're allowed to tell me I'm doing something wrong.
I'm not coming in your kitchen and telling you what to do. No chance.
It's true. It's safer that way. I appreciate that.
You had the knife in your hand.
Yeah, watch out, me and my pizza cutter.
I'll cut you.
Oh my God, listen to that little crunch at the end.
Yeah.
Yours is very meaty. Mine is a little healthier.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat yours.
Not really.
Yours makes up in cheese.
I was just gonna say, I think mine makes up in cheese. All right, let's do this. This is our final recipe. Pita pizzas with Flippin sauce. Mine's a little healthy, yours is a little meaty.
There you go.
Drop on the floor is not a problem in this house. Oh my God. Okay.
I'd eat that again.
I'm just gonna eat the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna join you.
That was all flippin' good. Flippin Caesars, flippin nachos, flippin pizza. I mean, if you guys don't try this at home, I'm not coming to your house. Alright, so guys, thank you again for watching. If you want to find out where you can buy Flippins, I'm gonna tag them in the YouTube video. I'm gonna make sure that I give them lots of shout outs on social media. Check out Instagram, but you can definitely hit all the links here and have a flippin' good day.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. See you flipping later.
If you're enjoying the Silly Kitchen and the episodes, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. There's a little notification bell too if you want to hit that. There's so much more to come.